Hey there, Katherine Burik from the Interview Doctor here. I've got a quick question. Are you tired of your job? Does your current career make you happy? Or is this your dream that you imagined it to be? Or are you ready for a change? I remember many years before I began my consulting practice, I would write in my Christmas letter, and yes, I'm one of those people. I write a Christmas letter. I wrote in my Christmas letter that I knew that there was something different that was planned for me, something that would be the right fit for me. I just was waiting to find out what it was. What is this new path that is going to make me happy? I never took action on that itch. We call it an itch, on that desire for something different until I got a new boss, a new VP of HR in the corporation. Didn't care for me, didn't want me on his team. I wasn't happy with him either. So one day, Gene made it worth my while to leave. Provided me with a very nice severance package, which I put to use to set up the Interview Doctor. That was in 2004 when I set up the Interview Doctor, 2005. This has been 16 years now that I've been doing this. I have never been disappointed with it. I've never been bored, not 1 minute. I've been so happy. I've learned so much about how business runs, how to run my own business, how to give advice, how to coach. I've never regretted leaving. But I wonder, how long would it have taken me to act if Gene Seashore hadn't pushed? I thank him every single day for forcing me to make that leap. So I thought, I get this question a lot, people who have a desire and an itch. And so I thought I would share with you some tips that I use to make these kinds of choices. First of all, you've got to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, then you can't make the change. You'll just be going from one dislike to an unknown without having a plan. So you've got to know what you want. There are many different values exercises. I believe I have some on the Interview Doctor's page, some values exercises. I definitely have values exercises in every single training program that I offer. LinkedIn for job seekers, how to create a job search marketing plan, interview programs that are going to be coming out this year. All of those programs begin with the foundation of what you want, because without it, you just can't create a plan. Then once you decide kind of what you want, make some lists of pros and cons. This is especially necessary if you're working and the choice is between working in a job where you get paid every week to taking something on your own where there might be some risks. So if there are going to be risks, make a list of pros and cons. What is keeping you here? What is the advantage? What are the disadvantages? Those are very important questions. Number 3, understand what you offer. I never for a million years would have guessed that I would be a coach that focuses on job search. I'm not a recruiter. I don't even like recruiting. In fact, I have to share a secret. I was never good at recruiting when I was in corporate America. I always had somebody working on my team who specialized in it because wasn't a strength of mine. But I started with something that I'm very good at, which is job interviews, which is why this business is called the Interview Doctor. And then I expanded. The more I learned, the more I was able to expand. And so can you. But it starts with knowing what are a few things you're very good at. These have to be areas of specialization that you would be happy to work 10 hours a day on. That's how important it has to be to you. I love what I do, and I'm good at it, and that was why I selected it. Then you have to do some research. Talk to some people who are already doing it. Talk to some people who are in the area that you want to be in or in the general vicinity of it. So in my case, I talked to a lot of people who were coaches. It didn't matter to me whether they were coaching in my area of specialty. It would matter to me that they were coaching and making a living off of it. I learned quite a lot from those conversations. And who then you should also talk to a career coach, perhaps, who can help you, guide you, because a career coach is a person who's in a position to be neutral. They don't have a dog in the show. They don't have an opinion, but they can help you see some questions, or they can ask questions that will perhaps add some light to the decision that you're trying to make. And finally, I recommend that you speak to a financial advisor, your financial advisor, because starting your own business, especially if you're starting your own business, because starting your own business or becoming a consultant or becoming a coach, if that's what you want to do, is not an easy proposition. It doesn't come very quickly all the time, and there isn't really a guarantee that you're going to be able to make a certain specific amount of money in the first year. So talk to your financial advisor. I was able to supplement my beginning of my practice with a severance package. That was very handy, which is something, as I said, I'm eternally grateful to Jean for providing. But if you don't have that, then what are you going to use to pay the mortgage while you're setting up your practice? I wish I knew then what I know now. It would have made such a difference, and it would have given me a boost that frankly took years to arrive. Now, if you want more travel, if you want a new career, if you want to explore an itch, you need to start with those steps in order to understand what is it. Check out the Interview Doctor's job search quiz. There's a link down below to see if you've got your job search material set up right. As you're taking this quiz, I encourage you to think, is this what you really want next? And if it isn't, then go back, watch the video again, and take some of those steps to make sure that you're in the right line of work. This is Katherine Burik standing by. I can't wait to hear your story.